Yeah. Yeah. I came through quiet. Yeah. Yeah. I came through quiet, they mistook it for surrender. Whole time I was studying the actors and pretenders. The word is law, every branch reveal the root. Truth don't need a costume when it's standing in the booth. All before me sold dreams they could never maintain. Built kingdoms out of shadows, then blamed it on the rain. I seen the clowns juggling, fit for a living, selling empty promises while the crowd kept giving. Universe 25, I know the script by heart. Everybody play a role till the pressure make them part. Some became thieves of thought, some became deceivers. Some traded truth away just to gain more believers. I see murder in the spirit, London for the crime. Seen envy turn a soul into a prisoner of time. The garden was the order, everything outside confusion. Now they call the maze freedom in the Cajun institution. That's why I speak plain, I ain't hiding behind riddles. Too many people starving while the justice play the fiddle. The herd ran together thinking numbers made them wise. Never questioning the cliff hidden underneath the lies. Everybody yelling follow me, but nobody got direction. Just a circle full of mirrors reflecting imperfection. I don't hate it, I understand the fall. A man without the spirit eventually lose it all. Truth hit different when it land without permission. Like a knock at midnight, interrupting superstition. Now the mask getting heavy and the paint starting to crack. Cause every false identity eventually collapses. I was there. I was there when they traded substance for appearance. When wisdom left the room and applause became the clearance. Everybody wanted status, nobody wanted duty. Wanted all the rewards, but none of the responsibility. The company of men moved like a drifting fleet, chasing every shiny object floating in the street. Pirates of attention, looping minds for a living, taking what they never built and calling it ambition. I watched the whole parade from a different elevation, seeing cause and effect behind every conversation. Some became dogs, chasing anything that's strong. Some became pigs, satisfied rolling in the known. That's allegory, homie, if the shoe fit, wear it. I'm talking mindsets and habits, not flesh and appearance. Cause a beast ain't a body, it's a pattern of behavior. Soul abandoned and wisdom for a temporary savior. The word stays standing while the empires came down. Truth don't need a throne to wear a crown. Every age got a clown, claiming need a chosen guide. Till the spotlight, leaving exposed what's inside. I don't battle people, I dismantle illusions. Separate understanding from emotional confusion. That's why the students listening hear it different now. The chains break first in the mind somehow. I came to wake the sleepers, not entertain the crowd. To teach a man to think instead of thinking out loud. And when they ask what happened to the kingdoms built on sand, tell them truth arrived and they couldn't withstand. The word is law, the mask is temporary. Truth don't argue. Truth don't argue. Truth remains.
What we on today? Turning Point USA and UK's Subversion of America. Israel's puppet show. The Masons of Turning Point USA. Press, are you ready? I mean, I did break down the ideological subversion of Black America in the 18 and 1900s. So you shouldn't be saying, Kev, I'm with you. What you should be saying, I remember this. And we ready to go. Press 1. We ready to go. You know why? Because we're being ideologically converted right now. The whole nation converted. How many people from the old days and when I was talking about ideological subversion, how many of them are here? Even think about participating. Come to everything else. That's why this you. My whole school is ideological. Press 1. That's what I teach. You don't understand it. You didn't understand it this whole time when I've been teaching it. You really not gonna understand today's propaganda, especially if you ain't taking no notes on the backmasking of history. I'm doing the work for you. Press 1. I'm doing the work for you. So we not doing that, buddy. I would love to sit back and pretend with you. I'm not doing that. This motherfucking KevRow University is now occupied by different people, and the information is solid. And these are your ideological subverters. These are your Hitler's youth. These are the right ring Antifa. These are the people right here who I've been exposing on my YouTube page, doing 5 to 6 hour lectures, and your ass been right here talking about I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm no king. And that one. Nope. Right now is to show me you with me. This is the war. Guess what? Guess what, Tracy? Kev Gill's been at war with Training Point and Antifa this whole time. The whole time, Tracy. Your boy sitting right here on this computer screen at war with Candace Owens, Turning Point, Antifa, BLM, Blue Act, all I'm following the money, like I told you. Ooh, where is it? Press 1. Y'all on everything else. And you're not developing yourself to a sound mind to even want to understand the ideological. So I take it, KevRow, are you a version? Either with this or you been with the world. There's no in between. Waited this whole time on you. Either riding with us or we're going through you. Just like I went through every last one of them. I will go through you. I don't believe y'all even. For you to show that you a slave, a black dead man, willing to come out of a dead state, is coming out of your mute, your distilling, your incompetence. Through the books. All 5 books. Mr. Motherfucking Gillespie. Press 1. Tracy says she knew. Yeah. For that new. They're right here. With you. It's a war. It's a propaganda war. It's a real war that I'm up here in my brain installing a sound mind. IP, non-com. Press 1, all the way full circle. So you have a brave person can't have hate and love, fear and love. Fear is stronger than love because it's equal power. Press 1, but you can't be a coward and serve the Lord. I thought y'all do this. I can't be a coward with the Lords of London on my screen. White supremacy. Right, the whole world is reacting and crying and shit, ducking and dodging, crying, trying to set law. Press 1. But if you was with me, press 1, you will understand that they laws mean nothing. They amended nothing. Laws is given to you. God. Free speech ain't given by the federal government. Press 1. But y'all crazy. You want that type of cowardice is connected to fear. Fear is stronger than love. Press 1. Pac was 100% right. Pac was 100%. Niggas will get a life. Fear. God say, fear me. What these do? God just want us to fear him. That's why I don't believe. Press 1. No faith. Looking at on your computer. I faith. What is? The whole world is. KevRow is watching Candace Owens now on my urban conservative shit. Candace Owens, some of the most craziest. Nobody heard. Press 1. Well, I'm now urban conservative. KevRow University. You know what it is. Channel 54, bungalow, stand up. But I got a whole. I didn't know who I was fighting against. What these really are, and what Candace Owens and Brittany, all these people talking. What the fuck is this? All started around COVID. Or was it Epstein? Press 1. And Candace Owens and her husband, George, helped start Turning Point. Press 1. With this millionaire funded right here. I got all the information. but I don't even think I'm in the right space over here. Press one. I don't even think. Got so are y'all work for them? Y'all scared of Brittany? Brittany got a whole army. Remember, Tracy? Got a whole army. Remember? Circles and who affords that much to be handing Kev? You know what I'm saying? Like, think about it. Mm-mm. I didn't know who I was fighting because y'all are the foreign army of the subversion. Y'all with turning point. That's why y'all scared. That's why y'all don't talk. That's why y'all just pretend. That's why y'all not really studying. That's why y'all just because y'all thought I was gonna pump myself up to die on the internet for turning point. For white Hitler youth and black Nazis. Y'all thought I was about to martyr myself and self-decapitate, self-terminate. Y'all thought I was about to play the Jesus role where you can walk me right down and say, what, thank you? Nah, Jesus came and died for that. Nah, that's not me. Press one. Nah, nah, for what? You don't even want to know me. You don't want to know me. Hey, Kev, I'm the end of all your excitement. Press one, I'm the end of it all. Why would you love me? I'm putting them to bed. Night, night, bed. Like, I'm putting to bed. Press one, put my information being true. Go. Go. Being struck. In a gym. My shit being hit. My shit being true. Authentic. Freestyle from the heart. Gave it to you. Cover so much here at the Row. Now go on with where you at. Talk to the students. I know where I'm at. I know what it takes to study. So you want to study at KevRow? You want to come to the court? Not $1 a day, but it's not. Not a hangout zone. Not that. KevRow University. Not that. Did that for 5, 6, 7, 8 years. I'm about to stop doing it. Bro. I got to a place where I'm good. I'm telling you. Facts. A lot of people let me down on it. I thought y'all was some individuals. Feel. Yeah, honey. Complete my test. Individual. Any out of gotta have a sound mind. Oh, fight this fight. Ain't no difficult stamina, Ali. Go ahead, y'all. It's not that. Fuck stamina. You gotta come up. Press one. That's what you gotta do. More waiting on Kev. No more just lollygagging and just like, oh yeah, whatever, and think y'all can hit me with 1, 2 hitter of good job. And I'm looking for that. I was really waiting on y'all fellas to come on down. Press one. Now the war is over. Press one. Ali talking about yes, understood. But Ali, war is over. Ali, the war is beat. All they got left is forgery. My new hit. Oh, I got some excellent news. Those who are of understanding. This whole turning point, USA, MAGA, QAnon is nothing more replay of Hitler's youth. All of it. Press 1. Don't know about that, you need to go back and you need to join my Patreon right now. So in my Discord right now, so you can get on those videos immediately, come to some form of understanding what I'm talking about. I'm not pretending why a lot of people ain't here because I've seen through the veil. In order to, and anybody coming against me is, bro, these folks. So you can't serve two masters all the way around the board. You can't have, you can't be getting paid motherfucking gift cards. That's one. Small contributions by way of Jewish connection or white friends, or can't do that. You can't do that and be the truth. You can't be Turning Point and Kev. You can't be Sot Cheddar and KevRow. We all in two different diaphragms of justice. We all in two different legal mind states. Most of they shit science, sci-fi, and by Omega fiction. That's one. I say I am the alpha and the say he was all right. That's one. I just broke down the Delta state, programming that into it. That's on a whole nother, you can't pretend. That's why I left KevRow at classes at, because there's a lot of people, great understanding, and I can't decipher or how serious you have a real question. Hey, Kev, no, I'm the type that'll wait on you. Wait. Start playing. Wait is given, taking advantage of the grace. Press 1 and boom. War's over. Then what? All that white shit that I was talking about, they overthrew the government. They did. Back doing don't took. That's why y'all didn't see. Y'all didn't see. One stormed the Capitol. Y'all didn't know that was Turning Point. Y'all didn't know Turning Point USA and UK two-faced. That's why. Let me stop, bro. Before I get too far advanced, you didn't know Turning Point USA and Turn. Hey, I am going to crush you. Press one. I'm going to crush you. Going to crush you. Look, bars. I am going to crush you. Send you home to the mother Russia. Press one. I am going to send you home to the Russia. Press one. You go home now. Press one. Damn, Kev, what you saying? I'm saying Turning Point USA. No cap did everything y'all said Antifa did. Press one. In fact, they was the ones, they could have been the ones, not just in January 6th, doing all of where everybody like Trump was saying. It was Antifa. Had us out here like, Antifa, quit playing with us. Man, we got our own. It's not Antifa. That's why Antifa didn't get arrested. You know who it was? Turning Point this whole time. And you don't want to fight this war? Hold on. You don't want to fight this war? I told y'all, that's why Candace is heavily involved. And she tried to put the Black Lives Matter Patrice in them. Them probably hurt people that took the fall. Probably put them on. Press one, because she does shit like that. Press one. But I'm telling you right now, Turning Point, all them coup d'etat the nation. Remember I said ideological subversion, they going to try to, that's what they did. But the coup d'etat was Turning Point. Hello? Hello? So Candace Owens is an America hater. She's not even from America. She's an enemy combatant. Maybe Russian intelligence, Israeli Mossad. Jordan Farmer, George Farmer, same thing. They pretend they hate Israel, but Israel funded Turkey. That's a Jewish man standing right next to them. A Jewish man and a Jewish woman funded them. Y'all don't know the woman? They have know everything. That's why you got to go get your tuition and come and join my watch group. So you know Kevin Gillespie is on a professor watch list. Did you know that? Where I'm able to be trolled, monitored, mocked, stalked, possibly assassinated. Press 1, put on, which can become very dangerous, which put me in a different state of mind in my life. Damn right, I'm not playing with you. To break you. Press 1, I am going. See? That's why it's 250. That's why. Because all my work is all of it. I risk. You ain't standing next. But what team you on? On Michael Jordan team? I don't know. Press 1, maybe you on 18. Whatever the world's team is, I don't know. But all I know is, what I really know is that Turning Point, USA and UK, is controlled by who? But why y'all trying to make American martyrs by hating Israel? That's how they galvanized the support for Israel the first time. Problem, reaction, solution. Charlie. Next thing you know, the same people who advocate for free gun rights in this one now saying what? Straight not turning the same liberals they was just talking about. Press 1. How's that happen? Pack groups are controlled by Israel, and the pack groups fund these little subgroups like Turning Points, which then in turn funds people like Candace Owens, who gang stalks and knocks down people who are against. Now they saying Charlie Clark, whatever her name is, Kirk is Superman. Bullet penetrated off of him. I told you. I told you. I told you. Press 1. Bro, go with you. I'll go in big. That's not finna stop white supremacy. Just disappeared. No. No. On this place, how would you bring it down? As beat live on the air. How would you go to the sport? What? Yeah, man. Total different space from. I ain't doing that shit no more. I don't know. I just travel to them. Come on, y'all. Come on. Don't y'all want? Mm-mm. We don't start at the urban conservative in real time. Why? People need. Yeah, I love my history. I love that too. But if you can't see what's in front of you, one, you ain't been paying attention. Go to history class, the Black Holocaust, and how the Lloyds of London need us dead in law. How they already know that they were human trafficking. So it's time to stand up, not pretend. It's time to literally stand up because the information that I got. These motherfuckers ain't cowards. One,
I want
hit the like button and subscribe. You know who wasn't cowards? Press 1. You know who wasn't cowards? Them people down there in JAN.6 and Antifa and who else? Who else? That's
I
right.
want to
January 6th. Press 1. I know y'all remember when they stormed the Capitol. I know you remember. Now I want you to ask yourself, was Turning Point behind this? Huh? Huh?
Yeah, just for awareness, be advised, there's probably about 300
Look,
Proud Boys. They're
remember, Turning Point USA, Turning Point UK.
marching eastbound in this 400 block of
Why would they do this? Why would they do that? Oh, because Palestine is becoming a state and recognized as a state. But I'm going to continue on before I get there.
Independence actually on the mall towards the United States.
See how I expose shit? No conspiracy. Check the record. What are they distracting you from? Why this? Oh, just one of these tricks.
Capitol.
I am not allowed to say what's going to happen today because everyone's just going to have to watch for themselves. But it's going to happen. Something's going to happen.
You notice these are the same white folk? Whose streets are streets? This is how America was started. Coming into America, overwhelming the people that's here. Look, all that January shit, and they were saying the feds was involved. Turning Point USA was involved. I'm gonna beat you to it, Candace. Too late.
We are on your side. Don't make us go against you. Understand the side. Pick a side. These are our streets.
$20 a picture.
I hope Mike is going to do the right thing. I hope so. I hope so. Because if Mike Pence does the right thing, we win the election. All Vice President Pence has to do is send it back to the states to recertify. And we become president, and you are the happiest people. Mike Pence is going to have to come through for us. And if he doesn't, that will be a sad day for our country. Because you'll never take back...
Did he do it?
...our country with weakness. You have to show strength, and you have to be strong.
They arranged that whole takedown.
Cruiser 50, it does look like we're going to have an ad hoc march stepping off here. There's a crowd surge heading east.
We love Trump! 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 We love Trump!
Mike Pence, I hope you're going to stand up for the good of our Constitution and for the good of our country. And if you're not, I'm going to be very disappointed in you. I will tell you right now.
Priority. We just had protesters. Peace circle, breach the line. We need backup.
Madam Speaker, the Vice President and the United States Senate.
Now, what y'all forget is, y'all thought these were just angry white people. No, it's not. I found out that Turning Point USA was a part of this whole thing. Press 1. They the ones that organized the Stop the Steal rally. They had over seven buses filled with individuals. Sound familiar? Dropping off people, taking over the Capitol building. This is a corporation, a foreign nation, trying to come in, organize a rally, and they stormed the Capitol. You get it? They coup d'etat the nation. Candace Owens, I know you think that's just a regular person on TV. No. You see the grit in her. Listen, why would the killers or the setup people at the rally where Kirk was assassinated, why would Candace Owens be talking to the person who removed the camera from behind them and telling him, oh, don't give the FBI the tape. Give it to me. We don't trust the FBI. She needs to be arrested. Candace Owens needs to be arrested because that's breaking a federal law. I know she breaking big laws all the way around. But if the man was just murdered, they already asking, who are these guys? Who put that camera behind him and oompty womp and all that? And Candace get on her live stream and say, oh, I called him. Oh, because I know him? I was like, fucking bitch, I knew it. Get the tape, nigga. Roll that tape. I knew it. Oh, because Candace watches all the conspiracy theories. So she's on, that's what Q is, like a man conspiracy. That's what they do. So she on all that. She watches all of us and be like, oh, okay, it's swaying this way. Let me take the information and double back. Press what? But I was listening. I just wanted y'all to know why I'm so happy, because I know that Turning Point USA is a part of this. And I've been sitting up here talking about ideological subversion this whole time. And it's going on right in our face. Targeted by George Farmer and Turning Point USA, Kirk. They the ones who probably tried to assassinate the president. It's the same group of individuals. They're finding out this same group of individuals. Press one. They probably got them hostage. They all type of shit. I'm just talking, but no, I'm not. No, I'm not. You never know the state of your country when you being ideologically subverted. White supremacy, Turning Point USA, Mr. Charlie Kirk rhetoric should be illegal. That was hate speech. That was hate speech. So what they're doing right now is as if they really have a martyr and a reason to come together. The problem with that is it's the same white supremacist play from before. You not there. They are. How many people was at the rally? Those are all new voters. But not only new voters, those are all new possible. When Nipsey was murdered, what did they get? Who was there? Nation of Islam. For what? Recruiting. Who? Young people. What they doing over there? Same thing. We're gonna keep our country. This is how you program the next generation in white supremacy. This is easy. Old people are there, young people there, people with poodles, dogs, all that. It was all at the Capitol. But the thing was organized by Turning Point USA, which makes Turning Point USA a terrorist organization. Press one. If Turning Point USA and its backed up donors organized this and got all these people out there, and then when Trump left, they all went to and at the direction of Trump. I'll see y'all over there. And it was organized by them, and they all went over there. You got a whole army sitting right there with sticks, walked right in, just like they did in the World's Fair. That's why my fight is much bigger than getting you to be like, come on, y'all, get y'all shit together. No. Only you know what you capable of. Because I'm going further and higher. I'm going further and fucking higher. Press 1, and I ain't stopping. Candace Owens is on the screen every day spewing that shit, and I can't believe that she and her group is behind. And they, Turning Point, looks like they could have been behind the whole assassination to begin with, which would make perfect sense. Join me. Candace is now in fear for her life. She talking about, no, the FBI trying to get me there so they can do the same damn thing. Oh, don't you got kids? Don't you got kids? See, that's what I'm saying. Don't y'all got kids? Or is this all fake? Fake. Nothing but subverters, insurrectionists, ideological subverters here to turn this nation and keep it under white supremacist rule of Europe. Because who the fuck is George? Let's be real here. Let's be real here. Now, you can't say, oh, Kev, this is the whole war. I can't believe this. You gotta be about it. Come on here. Join KevRow. Come on down. Today, what's today? The 21st. We started this on my birthday, on my life day. Every 21st, administration office is open for new applicants. Bring your ass to KevRow. Today is your day. Press 1. Stay committed, though, or you will be, but as long as you straight, you good, you focused, you all right. KevRow University, I'm here to help you win. So you can understand ideological subversion and what an insurrection looks like and how it's authorized and how the Lloyds play their part and how they use people like a Candace Owens, an Underground Railroad type shit to lure you back into a racist ideology set. And you just thinking this is normal. No, it's not normal. This is racist ideology. You don't became the left black. They don't became the far right. You don't became the less black. Press 1. No one is bigger than the program, they say. I don't know what they say. And that's too much they. You need to be focused. Somebody is bigger than the program. Somebody is bigger than the fucking program. So if ain't nobody bigger than the program, why you trying to escape the matrix? Sit your scary ass down. If nobody's bigger than the program, sit your scary ass back down. Press 1. Bigger than a damn program. God's people is bigger than a program. God is bigger. Christ is bigger. His children are bigger than a program. The program is they black in Roman civil law. That's the program. Press 1. I'm here to free that. That's me. Big guap. The whole reason the Pentagon and the CIA and the FBI got a whole hit on whoever looked like him. Nigga, well, press 1. Well, see some macho shit. I'm going to show you destiny. I'm going to show you what it look like to walk your walk. You ain't got no excuse, no cowardice type of shit. I'm talking Supreme Court with a blunt in my hand. Oh, no, I can't play in your world. I can't compete there because ain't shit going on. It's dead. It's like an ambiance of what used to be. I see something greater. I'm seeing a point where ain't no going back. You ain't got no other way but to come to KevRow and get ready to walk your ass right over here and bear witness. And you can't bear witness if you don't have a sound mind. So, you know, maybe it's easy for incompetent niggas to say no one is bigger than the program. Maybe that's what got you niggas confined, thinking that you not bigger than the program, but going to watch The Matrix and say, ooh, we got to get free and talk to the ancestors. Wait a minute. The program said that ain't possible. Here's one. Hit the like button and subscribe. No fear. None. I'm going to give a shout out to the 2 people who signed up to my class today. Shout out to Deb, first of all. Shout out to Deb and Tracy for doing what they do. Who else in here early? Damian Butler. I'm throwing you to Discord. Where are you, sir? Man, hit me up on Patreon so I can send you to Discord. Taj has made his way to Discord. He finally saved up them little ducats. Press 1 and said, I'm not buying Michael Jordan shoes this week. I'm going to KevRow. Fuck that. Hit the like button and subscribe. Fuck that. So I got to give him a shout out. You know, it's hard. Like, you really? Taj over there? Yeah. Taj confused ass is over there still trying to get some straightening. He learning. He picked a topic. Press 1, so he headed in the right. Everybody has a chance. Hit the like button. Taj KB said, I'm covering this right here. That's what I'm talking about. Them the type of students I need. Would you cover it? Yeah. So when we come together like Voltron, it all makes sense. That's what it's about. Right there. But check this out. How did America let Turning Point coup d'etat the nation? All of these pack groups and groups that's able to go to the White House and overthrow shit, those are nations. And a lot of these people are from the UK. Hit that like button and subscribe. It don't matter if it's Turning Point. And Candace Owens was an advocate, yet she didn't even vote for Donald Trump. Catch that one. Catch that one. Catch that one. Despite the fury of press interest, the chances of Turning Point UK emerges as a force on British campuses, let alone with British politics more broadly, remains. So this ain't nothing but a paid group. This ain't nothing but a paid group like Antifa. That's right. Turn it around. Turning Point USA and January 6th. Come on, let's go. Hit the like button and subscribe. Let's go. Following Kirk's death, the U.S. Oh, thank you for this. This is brilliant. Excellent. See how fast it goes? This is how I want Urban Conservative ran. I am no longer... Brother, what? Let me put this on the screen real quick. Because I knew y'all was in trouble. First off, y'all in business with Israel, condemning Israel, which is y'all two-faced it. If nothing else. Y'all two-faced it. Hold on. I gotta let the people see this real quick. Hey, listen, there was no reason for me to even be organized. That's how I'm on. I can do this shit live on the air with my family. Because y'all my family now. Y'all just not students of mine or sponsors. Your family. Every day or every time, look. Told y'all. Look, they under investigation. Right now. Right now. That's why they tried to throw everything off, because they don't want people to know exactly what's really going on. Charlie might be in witness protection, if you ask me. He might be saying, oh, shit, I'm a coward, guys. I'm a piece of shit. They probably was about to arrest Candace at that. They wanted her to show up. They was going to do her like they did Hillary years ago. Yeah. They was going to wait for her ass to show up from Europe. Come on to Charlie's funeral. I'm not going because the FBI look like they're going to murder me. No. Candace. Woo! Candace. Come out and play is the best part of your life as a mounted. Who would have ever thought? When I first started doing YouTube, I will write 5 books, conduct classes at $2.50, lectures. And my class don't moved up from $1 a day to $8. Shout out to my students. I love you guys. That's why I go so hard. I go so hard because I love you. Without that, how you gonna learn? How you gonna learn? Following Kirk's death, U.S. Senate Chuck Grassley, an Iowa Republican, released a document he claimed to prove that an FBI investigation, codenamed Arctic Frost, initially formed to investigate the January 6, 2021 Capitol riot, have investigated Turning Point amongst other groups. Press 1. Huh? Other groups. Y'all thought I was just... No. These are enemy combatants. That's why when Candace called me, talking about God bless America, she thought I was about to sign the... She thought I was about to sign the death row. I played their ass, didn't I? Oh my goodness, I played their motherfucking ass. Yeah, buddy, great. While I live in the hood. Get the fuck out of here. Press 1. Fuck I look like. You better go find Andrew and them. Press 1. Oh, yeah, we could use this guy. He agrees. Press 1. He agrees with us. Fuck you. I ain't Charleston White. You better go find them niggas. I'm G14 classified. A product of my environment. Press 1. Press 1. I'm like Martin off of that movie Blue Street. Press 1. Nigga, all up to some shit, nigga. Who the fuck are you? A fucking Batman, nigga. That's who the fuck I am. Batman, nigga. That shit sound cool to the motherfucker. Remember he said that shit? Who are you? I'm Batman. And then punched him, threw him in the boxes. Remember the movie with... You don't know who the fuck I am. That's right. This is how it's supposed to be when you in your lawful mindset. Because they lost in their mind. They don't know who you are because you so good. Man, because you're good to them. Like, what? Bruh, you're just a bad person. Okay? So, y'all being investigated for the January 6th. Anyway, press 1. Anyway, and Mr. Gillespie has found proof that y'all was there. Y'all organized buses. Press 1. So y'all would coup to tie the whole nation. That's why they be like, Kev, let's talk about dumb shit. Let's troll Kev. Hey, Kev, fuck your grandma. Ha, 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 ha. Y'all thought that was funny, huh? That shit was funny until I persevered through that shit. Yeah, it affected me a little bit, but I'm like, y'all some weenie ass, cornball ass, foreign sounding ass motherfucker. I'm gonna find y'all. Press 1, but now your leader is no longer with us. Press 1, hit the like button and subscribe. Now the leader is gone and y'all talking about everybody gotta feel bad. Not me. Press 1, praise the Lord. Praise Jesus. Not me. That's them house Negroes. You want water? You want some water, boss? Press 1. Nah, that's them house Negroes. It's a fire. Where is that, boss? Let's put the fire out. Press 1. I'm like Usher. Let it burn when you feel it. You feel it burning, Candace? Press 1. That's how I feel. They coming for you, Candace. They already trying to get you to come to the after party. Then after the party, it's the hotel lobby. But you smarter than what we thought. Damn it. Press 1. Damn it. It's bitch blasted us on the internet too at the same time. No, y'all trying to get me to press 1. Y'all trying to assassinate me. I thought you was willing to die about that. That's what you said to your chat room fans. Press 1. You said it was Netanyahu, the Israeli dude with the big nose and the big ears. That's what you said. Press 1. You said now you retracted. I'm just show y'all how turning point is. You don't take over $100 million from Ben Yahuatu, press 1, and the Israelis, and then think you gonna come turn point in America and think they not here too. Press 1, they run this shit, and you are with them. Israel, you know why? America believes Israel is God's chosen people. Remember that. Don't let these people fool you. They believe in Israel. They love Israel. They love it. They just traded sides because Kirk, get the fuck out. I mean, Charles, get the fuck out of here. They love Israel. We got to defend Israel at all costs. The Republicans and the Democrats know this. Man, stop trying to act brand new like fucking Drake. Press 1. No. Them are your buddies. Y'all created Israel. Y'all wanted this. Israel believes in Armageddon. Stop acting like you not going. This is what y'all believe in. Y'all believe in going to hell. That's what they finna get you. A world war. And you a part of it. Because you want to cosplay on God's people in America. So you're going, buddy. Where are we going, Kev? You won't be here too much longer. And once I prepare my people with a sound mind and get ready for them to change their mind and repent, we'll be able to withstand judgment. Because that's our Father who said he promised us, if we turn from our wicked ways and seek his face, bro, that's what the promise, bro. Our wicked ways is your ways of being. That's our wicked ways in lunacy. Under your jurisdiction. That's the wicked ways. God promised me that. That's what I'm fighting for. To change wicked ways. And if it got to be through me, because I come from the gutter too, to be able to help you change from your wicked ways, from your mind, then so be it. I'll just be a regular person talking to you. I don't need no extra money to nothing. Just my students and the lives that I'm changing. Support the broadcast. You know, don't be like the other people that I've watched my whole life and consider my shit just a joke. You feel me, Tracy? I dealt with that my whole life. You crazy. Ain't no way that. Ain't no way this and ain't no way that. But in real life, I was right the whole time. Considering that shit not a blessing like D-Jack. Consider it embarrassing to ride with your boy Kev. That's what the Son of Man must be raised up is all about, not being embarrassed. being ready to ride when he ride, being ready, on guard, on go, like King Von, you said, right? Boom. You got to be ready because the insurrectionists and ideological subverters, white supremacists, is right here. I'm installing law into you. The most dangerous thing is a well-informed Negro who know his law. Back from the dead. Press 1. Not under the law. An authoritative state dictating it, controlling it, knowing how it operates. Press 1, using the law to defeat your enemies. Press 1, using the law, the blessing of the law to protect you from these people that's on the screen that come over by way of packs. And this one, you want to know why they ain't went? White folk don't want to change this stuff. They want it to stay just how it is. They need to be able to rebel every 50 years so the Jubilee never happened and you never get what's yours. Because foreign Ukrainians, they just brought these people over here. They do this every time. God is just blessing you, people, listeners, with being able to see the loot. This is the same thing. We don't caught the motherfucking loot. So right this whole time, we're like, oh, Candace look good. She's saying the right things. That's the Lloyds of London. Hand up her ass like a Muppet baby. They know what the right thing is. That's why judgment is righteous. Press 1. Because they know what the right. They can't fool me into thinking they don't know what the right thing is. They just don't want to give it back. They don't want to give it back. And that's what all this shit is about. All this is about. Take their attention over there so they never pay attention to what they have in front of them. Keep them so distracted with ignorant shit. I'm so glad I unsubscribed from No Jumper and all them dumb niggas over there. And what I mean by dumb is deaf, blind, and dumb is illiterate. You feel me? All that shit. And I'm so glad because I won't be able to even focus. My brain will be like, I wonder what Whack 100 told on this week. It would be in mush, Delta mode. Press 1, it's levels to this shit. Hit that like button and subscribe. We ride. So it's Turning Point, terrorist organization. Press 1. I think we about to find out that they are Antifa and they've been playing both sides, keeping control of the narrative by way of viewership. I think they've been Antifa this whole time. It's been Turning Point. Remember, Trump just brought up Antifa. We like, yeah, fuck them. But what if it was them the whole time? And we said, they clothes look like feds anyway. That's them, Turning Point. Turning Point in the American federal government and Trump is closely connected by way of donorship. How you know that, Kev? I heard you in the bungalow. How you know that shit? Because the guy I had on the screen before, press 1, he's a proud donor. And he's not the only one. You know where this was founded? No. Hit that like button. I'm finna show you. Are you ready? That's why you gotta join KevRow. I don't do this shit for nothing. Press 1, I got a hard note, house bills, radio, is what it is. I didn't do nothing. Waiting for. I feel so great right now, y'all. I have no idea because I never thought that I'll be busting this shit wide open. Y'all some assholes. Y'all need to be arrested. And again, they might be behind motherfucking the Donald Trump assassination. They just might be because it looks like the same players. If you look at it, I mean, I'm just me. I'm just me. If you look at it, though, all right. All right. Why did I call them Q? Because they be with them. Hold up. That's the wrong one. I'll need them in the wait up class. I need this one in Masonic garbs. Because they actually went and formed this at a Masonic temple. Press 1. I would notice if it wasn't for Candace saying she's a Mason of Turning Point. I'm like, wait a minute. A Mason like a builder or a Mason? Press 1. I started making all these connections. Hold on. We may have a problem. This may be a whole Masonic ritual orchestrated by them. I couldn't believe it, y'all. I'm like, hold on. They Masons or? All right, I got it. No, the whole thing is a Masonic Kabbalah system. Press 1. And this is who we've been fighting this whole time. Hit the like button and subscribe. And no. Forget all that. Hit the like button, subscribe. Hit the Cash App and support. Hit the Cash App and support the truth. Press 1. Now I'm finna deliver this one, but you gotta read it. I'm gonna read it with you. All right? Somebody sent this. Is it just a coincidence that George Farmer knew Andrew Tate before Andrew was Andrew? One of social media's biggest influencers. That goes back to sex trafficking. Look, Scientologist QAnon pundit John Mappin, who started Turning Point with Turning Point UK with Charlie Kirk at Prince Michael's of Kent's Automobile Club, is in Epstein's Black Book. So the person who's funded, I'm not doing this shit for nothing. What? I told you. I got him. So the dude I showed you at first was that guy, actually. And he is on the Epstein list, buddy. Hit the like button and subscribe. Yeah. And where did they started at? Oh, at the little automobile club. Press. I kicked y'all ass on this internet. I kicked y'all motherfucking ass. Yeah, so they started. Press 1. They collectively. So Candace is playing. She talking about on the Epstein list, and because Trump is on the Epstein list, I know Trump like, okay, but I'm not doing anything, whatever the fuck y'all talking about. But this guy who's funded Candace and them, press 1, he's on near. Press 1. on there. So in actuality, Candace Owens, like Andrew Tate, is in business with the Epstein situation, bro. And they're playing their audience. Hold on. Is y'all with me? Is y'all gonna fight? Or y'all gonna sit around? All right, then. We a new media group. We the watchdog of the watchdog. Ho, ho, ho. Just one. Candace Owens. God damn, this damn it, Inspector Gadget head ass nigga. I'm sorry, y'all, I didn't graduate nothing. The one thing I'm gonna go graduate at is put these people away. That's what I'm gonna graduate. I busted your whole network. The whole sex trafficking network up. It's busted. Press 1. Thanks to Mr. Gillespie and his Scooby-Doo characters of YouTube. People. We got their ass. And it was, when we took the hat off the ghost, guess who it was? Candace Owens and fucking Turning Point. You the one who told us. Oh, you bitch. You goddamn. Ooh. Oh, I hate these people. But I love KevRow. Oh, I hate these goddamn people. Always sending us the other way. And press 1, and it's them in our fucking horror film story of a life we have here. Who's doing all this nonsense? Like, who's doing all this? It's Candace with her fucking conspiracy theories. Why? She has us on the conspiracy theories, and when we get off, at the end of the Scooby-Doo movie, when the masks come off, guess who's going to be there? Candace, Andrew Tate, Turning Point, Charlie, all of them. Busted. Hit that like button and subscribe. So Candace knows who's on there. Press 1. Candace knows where they got that $100 million from. They know they're funded by people bigger than her that are of Israel. Press 1. Candace is the token. She needs to convince America that niggas ain't shit. They're whatever it is they got her doing. I don't know, whatever it is. Shout out to Nick Fuentes racist ass. He's on a nigga trip this week. He exposing all their ass. He like Jordan Farmer. You know what I'm saying? I think Jordan a little sweet. I mean, Georgie boy. I think they just got Candace. I think Kirk and George was, you know, I think Kirk and George were frat brothers, per se. I think Candace just like gay men. Brother, what? Why she talking about gay people? She be really projecting, having social arguments about gay people. Press 1. She be really talking about her husband. She be fitting to her audience. I'm like, yeah, and they have mental disability. She got us in our Scooby-Doo mission. Facts, Tracy. Facts. And we was hunting too, but I'm saying, you see how fast media works? She thinks she can control that narrative all over the place. I'm about to play the video. I just want to spice it up a little bit with you know that I know. Hey, y'all see how I levitated? Y'all see how I knew, but I never said it. Press 1. You see that? You see how I play it? Press 1. You see how I play it? You know that I know anything. I never said it. It wasn't ever there. Kev taking all the risks. He was never scared. You niggas is Hollyweird. Press 1. Out here solo dolo until the men rise up. Solo dolo. Hell yeah, because this is how you fight and combat them with knowledge. Knowledge is really power. So you want to have a sound mind with real solid facts and lay it down at your. You see, I just laced that shit with a blunt. I could have got up here shooting tie and just poop, pop, peep, pop, poop. That ain't my audience right now. My audience is this. I could have did them dirty, but this is dirty enough. Turning Point UK and Turning Point USA, if you're saying if we can connect them to January 6th, press 1, then that'll make, yeah. So Candace Owens is all that stuff she was saying about Antifa is really them? Yes. The group is Turning Point. They are anti-us. They are a divide and conquering foreign group paid to do and cause catastrophe. You thinking it's George Soros? This is George Soros times 2. And the first thing they want to do is take your rights. Oh, no. You got to fight back with law. You got to dispense these motherfuckers off your land. This is why people get expelled off of lands for thousands of years. Behind this shit. And while you sleep, these people need to be expelled. Arrested first. Broadcasted live. We got enemy combatants in America. Good thing why Donald Trump brought back open motherfucking assassination, or what they call that, shooting squads. Yeah, get ready. Get ready. Candace is one of them. You know how I know? Because I was watching Candace on one show. I can't lie to you. I was watching Candace on one show. I said, damn. Hit that like... I was waiting on her. Big time. I wonder what she about to say. And I caught that shit. I said, yeah, let me listen to every word she says. Y'all ready? I hope you ready. Let's listen to every word Candace has said. What's this? United Charlie Kirk. Oh, yeah, look. On December, a chance introduction sparked a pivotal moment. Pivotal is a turning point at London's Royal Auto Club, where my wife, Irina, and I hosted Charlie Kirk and introduced the founder of Turning Point USA to the UK. The exclusive evening was billed as a gathering of political geniuses. I did not disappoint. My lords, and I look like the captain of the ship. There's the wheel. There's the Titanic. There's the fucking Titanic. Press 1. There's the fucking wheel. Prince Michael of Kent, he hosted. It was founded in August of 1897. The Automobile Club. Oh, so they against the sun. Definitely. They against God. They against everything because they're riding on themselves. Oh, yeah. He'll be the first one to be like, in Jesus Christ, in Jesus Christ. Press 1. Oh, in Jesus, this is evil. Is it Jesus? Is it Jesus? Press 1. That's the problem with America. Y'all let people come in with smiles and ideologically subvert your nation. They organized the whole event. Just like they did the Kirk situation. Who organized that? Turning Point. I bet you Turning Point did the same thing to Donald Trump. And I bet you there's more of these agents. That's what I'm calling them by their name, because I'm a man of the republic. I'm against enemies, foreign and domestic. I don't give a fuck. You don't activate a G14 classified to the fraud department, one of the best branches on the internet. Hell, I took down Brother Polite. Shut the fuck up. I told y'all they was dealing with children, and I meant that. So if you're not a man, and you want to sit and play on the internet, right, this ain't the place for you. I hate gangbangers and traffickers. people who traffic children, kids, and women and men. I don't give a damn. You shouldn't be doing all of it. It's firing squad available. Press 1. So I don't care who you is. I don't care who you clicked up with. Fuck you in your name. Who was that? Billionaire Black of Chicago. I don't care who you clicked up with. Fuck you in your name. Press 1. I lost a lot of people to deliver this truth. Almost lost myself. Fuck you. Fuck your non-trying ass. You don't want to try? You're going to suffer the consequences of white supremacy. You know how I know? Because it's in the Chronos visor. All you got to do is look back and see what white supremacy did to black people. That's it. You're just going to relive history. That's all you're going to do. To rise, for them not to have no jurisdiction over you, it's going to take a sound mind. It's going to take real hard work and dedication. It's going to take time, patience. It's going to be like coming off of crack cocaine, but yours is media and all this other nonsense that was given to you by foreign intelligence, artificial intelligence. Every day, America, did you vote for Trump? Are you a Christian? I'm going to go become one. Matter of fact, I'm voting this time. Nothing. This is your opposition. Hitler's Youth type shit. Hitler's Youth. Nick Fuentes is your opposition. He just playing. He really don't love us. A sister must have gave him a little drip drop, and he done lost his goddamn marbles, and he ain't never coming back from that. Press 1 is over. That nigga this and nigga that this week. Press 1. You're going to be in the loop. Press 1. With them. Because Turning Point, see how I just broadcasted this? Watch it come true. Because it is true. What I'm saying is, watch it come true. I wonder how many messages I'm going to get tomorrow. Kev, look at this shit. More investigations are underway. They tried to get rid of Charlie, put it off on Charlie, or he got out of there. Press what? I think Charlie got out of there. I think it was all just ploy. I think Candace, y'all about to be shocked by what Candace Owens say. Make sure we got to evaluate every word too. Every word. Every word to let you know I'm not just talking. These are the bots that support Candace Owens. White supremacists. Remember Tommy Sotomayor I exposed who followed him? Huh? Who moved the camera?
All right, you guys, I hope everyone...
Who moved the camera right above Charlie's head? Press 1. She see the internet going at it. What did she do? She say, fuck, we got to get in front of this. Press 1. Fuck, we got to get in front of this. Press 1. Fuck. These people are saying, who moved that camera? Well, Candace is going to tell us who moved the camera. In fact, she titled the whole script, Who Moved the Camera Right Above Charlie's Head? She's a fucking troll. Press 1. I didn't just make this up. I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth. This is serious. Y'all see a brother. This is my Columbo style. Smoke a blunt. Tell the truth. Watch this one.
Everyone has been having a good Friday. What are we going to discuss today? Well, it has been going viral. A mere minutes after Charlie Kirk is shot, there are two men that look rather mysterious. They appear, they move his chair, and they take down the camera that's directly or was directly behind his head. Why did they do that? Well, fortunately, I was able to establish connection with one of those individuals, and I was also able to see the footage with my own eyes.
Okay, that's dangerous. Okay. Huh? They're not just saying who moved the cameras. They're saying those people are involved in the assassination. So, who are you again?
What I saw was very interesting, but what I did...
You saw it. You saw it.
Didn't see was even more interesting. So let's jump right back into this. Welcome back to Candace.
Candace, that's not you as a kid. Give them people back their pictures. Quit playing, big-headed ass.
Us to learn, the best way for us to remember is to study, right? That's what I learned at grade school.
Candace, you don't go to KevRow University. Or do you? Press 1. Everybody likes to study now.
That's interesting to me. Who killed them? Before we give them a library, I'd like to know who did it. I think that's the best way for us to learn.
I think me too. I'm going to find out if you did it.
Best way for us to remember is to study, right? That's what I learned at grade school. That's what we're doing right now. We're studying this and learning everything.
We're studying this.
Let's at first address what many people have been emailing me constantly, asking me, Candace, you got to look into this. You got to look
Ain't nobody email you. You was just talking about, hold up. I thought the girl was a man. I thought you was investigating. Press 1. Shut the fuck up.
Grade school. That's what we're doing right now. We're studying this and learning everything. Let's at first address what many people have been emailing me constantly, asking me, Candace, you got to look into this. You got to look into this. Look at these two strange men. We're going to refer to this as camera.
We're going to refer to this as camera. We got to get used to it. I mean, geez, man. She really draws you in with this sense of her mouth never stops.
It is. It's Cameragate. And I want to say this, shout out to all of the internet sleuths, the TikTokers, the YouTubers, those of you who are not playing around and you noticed this because I did not.
No, yeah. We on y'all ass.
Beginning. But yes, as I said, there's an individual who is at first, in the moments just after the shooting, he's like up on the rocks near the car that Charlie gets taken away in while he's being carried away. Let's take a look at that footage actually
Just play
first.
the
Let's look at that footage. And don't worry, there's no gore in this episode. It's difficult for me to even look at that sort of footage.
No, it's not, ma'am. It's no, it's not. You're not even going to the funeral.
Take a look. You can see Charlie's there. And one of you guys caught this. You probably didn't even see it there. And we can get in a little closer. Do you guys have it slow it down, or do you guys just want to circle here?
No, we're going to play it. He's over there. Make a left. Where all the other acting is going on. Right here on the wall. Right here on the wall. This is who Candace. This is who they're saying. Who is that guy? Press 1. That looked like the same redhead dude who was like, yay. But anyway, they're like, what is he doing? He's the guy that took the cameras down behind Charlie. Watch this. Watch this.
Right there.
Right
individual
there.
standing there.
Right. There
Again, I am just amazed at internet sleuths, as I was like, wow, that is very strange. That person appears to be...
Oh, there's a more detailed video. And people are going down and asking Turning Point and want to know if Turning Point is directly involved in this because who is this guy? And how does Candace automatically just know how to get in contact with him? Why?
Calmly talking into their phone. It's like a circus around them. What's he doing? Who's he speaking to? Then, just a couple of minutes afterward, that same individual appears alongside another individual, and
their Turning Point also.
He moves Charlie's chair. Like, that's a crime scene. That's not good.
That's what people are asking, not you.
And he moves it because he wants to stand on it as he takes down the cameras, or the camera, rather, that is just above Charlie's head. That's the camera that I'm talking about on the right-hand side. That's a camera that I'm referring to, and we are going to now take a look.
This is unbelievable.
At him. And he is also the individual, as many of you pointed out, that was near Charlie or just before the assassination.
Hold on. It froze up on me. 1 second.
They appear, they move his chair, and they take down the camera that's directly or was directly behind his head. Why did they do that? Well, fortunately, I was able to establish connection with one of those individuals, and I was also able to see the footage with my own eyes. What I saw was very interesting, but what I didn't see was even more interesting. So let's jump right back into this. Welcome back to Candace.
All right, let me fast forward to this. That's incredible. That's incredible.
And one of you guys caught this. You probably didn't even see it there. And we can get in a little closer. Do you guys have it slow it down, or do you guys just want to circle here? Okay. Right there. Right there. It's a camera
Candace. Let's speed this
I'm
up.
referring to, and we are going to now take a look at him. And he is also the individual, as many of you pointed out, that was near Charlie or just before the assassination. But let's check out that footage of him in the immediate aftermath, kind of switching around the cameras, the two of them. Take a look.
Not fireworks.
He's there in communication with so many people. Candace isn't bringing up because they may be. Remember I told you the Lord captain of that ship may be down here. I'm not even gonna tell y'all that, show y'all that yet, but we're gonna find him, and he's there, and that's who's communicating with, and that's who they opened up. If I'm correct, that's who they opened up Turning Point with at that captain of the spot, Mr. Kent. Shout out to Mr. Kent. See, the TikTok, she don't play the whole TikTok video. The TikTok video actually shows them on their phones communicating with an old man, and all. He's real clean. He got all white hair, glasses. Press one. He in the cut, and they signaling and doing a bunch of shit. Candace leaving that out. She trying to save face. Because that'd be directly linked to, she knows exactly who these people are, which is dangerous because she's coming off like she don't know. But if I'm right, if that's him, the old man, not the old man I said was Pew Pew, not him. It's another man off in the cut that's communicating with these busters. Like, that's why they on the phone. They talking to somebody. When that old man say, I'm right here, man, put it up there. Take it off. They look, oh, shit, he right there. And they take it down. Press what? These people are just walking back and forth. They don't even have no motion. They're just walking back and forth, looking like props. Look. Look, dude behind is on the phone. They all on phone. Look, phone. Yeah. Look at them. Now they finna do a whole walk around. Everybody on phone. Look, watch my back. Look, and he moving like he got a gun. Hold on. Told you. Watch my back. You heard that? Oh, shit. Dude got a gun in his hand. Look, dude with the phone, he come around. He has a gun in his hand. He gives him the heads up. For a second, watch my back. He bags up like he's telling him.
Safety team is here. I just heard them say the active shooter, Charlie Kirk, has been shot.
Look, Moving the
Charlie
camera.
Kirk got hit, is what the security detail just said.
What the fuck? Cause a disturbance over there. Take the camera. Y'all seen that? Cause a disturbance over there. Take the camera. Everybody look over there. Take the camera. Let the real observer do.
Safety team is here. I just heard them say the active shooter, Charlie Kirk, has been shot. Charlie Kirk got hit, is what the security detail just said.
What the security team detail just said. We watched it on y'all crazy. They just walked him out. See, this is crazy media shit. Boom. Cameras down. Gone. Look. Boom. Boom. Take the camera. Break it down.
Don't worry, guys. We're going to get closer.
Yeah, we're going to get closer.
This is just a wide shot.
Shut up, Candace. Shut up.
See what's going on.
I got this. We up in this thing. Coffee and Kush TV. Hit that like button when you check in and hit that like button. And subscribe. And subscribe. Hit everything that consists of making this channel grow. Forget the algorithm.com is the website. Fuck algorithm.com. Just hit that damn like button and subscribe to the channel. Yes, come on in. Have a seat. You there. Big forehead ass. Sit down right here. Right here. We in a building. What's happening? Where y'all at? 17 people up in here. Where y'all at? You feel me? What's up, Lone Wolf? What's happening? Welcome to KevRow University, the best classroom / quarantine university on earth. EARF. You're going to learn something today. See, I know there's a lot of Democrats and Dixiecrats, Northern and Southern Confederates with the lost cause and empty promises that we've been under. This whole Marxist communistic idea, Russian and German and Italian infestation of America. That's what I'm gonna call it. You know, when you got an infestation, you gotta go get that bug spray. They be trying to hide, but you gotta snuff them out. See, these agents these are foreign governments doing war inside your nation. Plus one, we up in this bitch. It's history class today. It's history. If you don't know nothing, don't say nothing. Don't say a motherfucking thing. But what's up, Teach? You here to learn. What's up, Teach? What's up, Professor? I don't want to hear nothing about nothing going on in the world. The most important info is right here this morning. I don't want to hear about none of that little kid, high school gossip, all this fake shit going on. Right now, you need to be waking up. All right, it's time to get out of bed and put your thinking cap on right after my favorite song in America. Time is the ultimate truth teller. First one. Time. I want y'all to pay attention to this. It's only 6 minutes and 55 seconds. This was not 500 and 400 years ago. Do you understand? This is not 400 years ago. Don't let nobody fool you. This is not 400 years ago, okay? All that Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, this is all the end. Who was doing that to Malcolm X and Martin Luther King? Democrats. Who was burning down Tulsa? Democrats. Who was doing all this? Democrats. Dixiecrats. Huh? And who did they grow up to become? The opposers of civil rights. The Democrats.
Look at their track record. Don't listen to them. Everything that stood for you getting something in return for your vote was denied. Even a little bit of nothing. They ain't using that you's a slave. So as long as they get you thinking that white man way over there is the problem and not the one who housed you in, you got a serious understanding about life coming. That's for sure. So let's listen.
Listen to how this textbook describes slavery.
The master often had a barbecue or a picnic for his slaves. Then they had a great frolic. Even while working in the cotton fields, they sang songs. The beat of the music and the richness of their voices made work seem light.
Yikes, that's from History of Georgia, a textbook published in 1954 that was taught across junior high schools in Georgia for decades. That sort of language is part of an intellectual movement called the Lost Cause.
Okay, press 1 for all of my new students. Do you understand now? Press 1. I'm telling you what the lost cause is. I'm not talking about that little slogan your little family members made up. I'm talking about that one. I'm talking about the real one. This is where you at. They biologically engineered you for this moment in life.
A distorted version of American Civil War history that's been prevalent in the South for a long time. It took shape soon after the defeat of the Confederate States in the war, when Southern historians like Edward Pollard and former Confederate General Jubal Early started preserving the South's perspective through their writings. They framed the Confederate cause as a heroic defense of the Southern way of life against the overwhelming forces in the North. That narrative has a few basic tenets: the glorification of Confederate soldiers who died for a cause they believed in, the belief that slavery was a benevolent institution, and maybe most importantly, that slavery was not the root cause of the war. The Lost Cause is one of the most notoriously effective efforts to rewrite history, and it was done by the losing side. So how did it become so deeply rooted in Southern memory?
All right. How did it get so rooted? How did it end up with David Banner and them? Wasn't David Banner pushing that? Talking about that starts. Wait a minute, David Banner. Wait a minute. Y'all was just. Wait a minute. I do not believe the internet is undefeated. Y'all not about to run from this. No. Y'all been ran by the Klan. Somebody get me pictures of these people with Klan and Confederate outfits on. Go get me a Little John and the East Side Boys with a full jacket of racist rhetoric.
Blame the United Daughters of the Confederacy.
Now here it is. The United what? These your teachers and the children of your teachers. Listen, the United Daughters of the Confederacy. It's time to do your research again.
Southern memory. Blame the United Daughters of the Confederacy. The UDC was founded in Nashville in 1894 to preserve Confederate culture for generations to come. The women who made up the group descended from elite antebellum families, and they used their social and
It's elite what? Elite what? Okay. Elite political family, Masonic lodges of Europe and shit like this. Because again, they were all foreigners. Remember how the Titanic brought all them folk? Just like that.
Political clout to spread the pro-Southern version of the war as real history. You've probably seen their efforts to honor the Confederacy, but maybe you didn't know it was the UDC. They're the ones who covered the Southern landscape with memorials for Confederate leaders and soldiers. They used their fundraising and lobbying skills to pressure local governments into erecting monuments in prominent public spaces like courthouses and state capitals.
Installed here next to the state capitol by the United Daughters of the Confederacy.
The United Daughters of the Confederacy donated this memorial to the city back in the 30s.
They put them along roadsides and in parks. Any place that was remotely relevant to the Confederacy.
Now, when y'all say the UDC, the United Daughters of the Confederacy, let's be real. A lot of these people were German and Russian immigrants. That's what if you go look at Germany and they pictures of Germany, why they all look like this. Press one. This is not your European white. But when I told y'all, the sons of daughters of Nazism, the sons of Hitler, the Hitler's youth, remember them? Hitler's youth? Say they came over here. Press one. This is your history. They came over here. And y'all got sold a fairy dream or some Disneyland shit. They came over here. And these are the leaders in propaganda. Go back and check out Germany in the propaganda. Boy. And why y'all didn't get Disneyland until they came over here? Why y'all didn't get all this mind control shit till they came over? MK Ultra and shit, CIA, all that is from Germany. That's one. All that got to do with Operation, you know what, Paperclip, and so many others that's all on the internet. Just be quiet. And they try to make it look like it was one expedition. Oh, they was bringing them over here. Yeah, bro. He's not the American white. This is other folk. You feel me?
The UDC was founded in Nashville in 1894 to preserve Confederate culture for generations to come. The women who made up the group descended from elite antebellum families.
Boy. Remember Bella from Beauty and the Beast? The European, they dressed like this one. Glorious. They came over here and make it seem like Titanic. Y'all know that Titanic ain't go. Listen, these are the people right here. They ain't went nowhere. These the same families that was on that. God is good. That was on that damn. Where them people go? Oh, they all swam in the water. Get up out of here.
And they used their social and political clout to spread the pro-Southern version of the war as real history. You've probably seen their efforts to honor the Confederacy, but maybe you didn't know it was the UDC. They're the ones who covered the Southern landscape with memorials for Confederate leaders and soldiers. They used their fundraising and lobbying skills to pressure local governments into erecting monuments in prominent public spaces like courthouses and state capitals.
Installed here next to the state capitol by the United Daughters of the Confederacy.
The United Daughters of the Confederacy donated this memorial to the city back in the 30s.
They put them along roadsides and in parks.
Why do you think they was drawing Nazi signs on the UDC statues? Why do you think they be doing that? Why do you think they draw the Nazi sign? Only you believe in white people and stuff like that. White people know who each other is. Why you talking about some damn white people? You better start knowing people by their nation. See, I got Russian friends, I got Armenian friends, I got Persian friends, I got Latino friends, I got Mexican friends, I got South African friends, I got Nigerian friends. You know, you gotta know where they from at least to call them your friend.
Any place that was remotely relevant to the Confederacy was memorialized. By the early 20th century, the UDC had 100,000 members in chapters spread all over the country, but mostly in former Confederate states. And there's a reason they grew so quickly during that time.
So we're talking about roughly 3 decades after the end of the war, and the Confederate veterans themselves are beginning to die off. So there is this push to find ways to commemorate it, because the big challenge by 1900 was there's a new generation of white Southerners being born, and they never experienced the war years.
That push is visible. Most of the Confederate monuments were erected during the UDC's height of influence.
There's a rhetoric around monuments that we want to get this thing built before all of that generation has died off, and the reason we want it is to teach future generations about those men.
Dr. Karen Cox wrote the book on the UDC, and I asked her if it was fair to say the group established the lost cause as historical fact in the South.
Oh my God, yeah. They were the leaders of the lost cause into the 20th century, and they made it a movement about vindication.
Just to give you an idea of how effective they were, they successfully lobbied for a Confederate memorial in Arlington National Cemetery, which U.S. President Woodrow Wilson proudly unveiled to a cheering crowd. Now that's influence, right?
Which is probably a German himself. Trust me, he probably is. Woodrow Wilson looked like a German war national himself. Come on.
Monuments are the least of what they did.
What?
I mean, they are the most visible and tangible, but the work with children was far more influential.
It turns out a central UDC objective is shaping how children think about the war and their Southern heritage. One of their most powerful tools? Textbooks.
One of their powerful tools is what? Put it in the chat room. Textbooks. I mean, how else were you going to teach them that they came from Africa and there was a slave getting whooped up? How else were you going to teach them? And your kids at the same time. Hell, let's put them all together so they learn that they came from monkeys. They came from Africa, where they got spears and stuff. We came from a dignified situation. It wasn't even just about the war. It's about the psychological effect that you gotta have on raising a nation you're conquering through education purposes, making your social enterprises, forming allegiances through money, people selling out their people. We get it up. We get it now. We get it.
Take a look at this pamphlet called A Measuring Rod for Textbooks. It was written by the illustrious Southern historian Miss Mildred Rutherford, an educator, orator, and author of Southern history textbooks. She's also very pro-slavery.
And she's also looked German.
Pamphlet announced the formation of a textbook review committee featuring prominent Southerners like 5 former Confederate generals. This group was committed to spreading the truths of Confederate history, so they instructed school boards to reject any textbooks that did not accord full justice to the South.
That's right. They textbooks say Indians was here and you came from Africa. That's our story. We need just enough right to be here and tell our side just as much as yours. While you later became distant from being an Indian and pushed and lobbied, these people got money. Imagine, forget the monuments, imagine the type of textbooks, literacy that it takes to convince the children of Native and Indian Black Americans that they are from another and was brought here and are the offspring of people who barely made it on the ship. We're going to put that in their books. Not only are we going to put it in the books, when they come up to age, we're going to show them a movie called Roots, where they can all get shown this in all of our schools about where they come. That's trauma. And that's not even your story. They don't put you in a psychological dream state and a dream world that is not even, they ain't even dealing with you. You more of a prisoner of war than Wakanda or African king of a melanated universal nothingness. That type of thinking is what the UDC and German scholars and people who real racist, fascist, communists, this is the projection that they have to create for you, the thug, the diva, and to make you easily dispensable and disposed of. No respect, no family, all your kids need taken care of, your man is all up in prison, you don't know nothing, and you're trying to ask the German Confederate, aka Democrat, aka sons and daughters of the Confederacy / the UDC blended in with the Hitler's youth, who don't blend it together to make an unfolding called white people in your brain. And it doesn't even exist. Coffee and cookies, TV. That's the danger of this. This is where you are mentally. Now, where you go from here and ease your brain back into conforming into whatever. If remember, you choosing to have your brain occupied with an illusion and making that real, rather than the future of your nationality, your nation, and your personal responsibility to making America great again. Courtesy of the Pope.
And they urged libraries to deface every book in their collection that didn't measure up by writing the words "unjust to the South" clearly on its cover. This pamphlet was shared widely with school boards throughout the South, and UDC-backed committees closely monitored history books to make sure Northern influence never reached classrooms. So the core language of an approved textbook aligned precisely with that of the Lost Cause. You know, stuff like,
"The Confederacy lost in the war between the states, but..."
And this ain't nothing. The fact that they can convince you that you came from Africa and base your whole existence off after they conquered the nations is amazing to me. It is amazing. It's amazing that I would even know all that. But what I'm saying, it's amazing to see so many Afro-American, aka the native people who were here already in business, already in capital, already with roads and all of these things, who established a treaty with these people through religious means, of course. A lot of these people said they were fleeing the British Empire, the French, and they were free. Turns out they were nothing but, like on Avatar, little informants. The church was monetizing and was the bank for these colonies, and the colonies is their story. What you know as American history with the 13 colonies and all this, that's their story. That's UDC, that's their story. When you find out that there was no Paul Revere, that was a black man talking about the British is coming, you're going to wake up. When you find out there were black people escaping America with George Washington, it was all type of, these pictures are not what you think they is. They have pictures, they're not even showing the black people on these boats. They're going to put George Washington right there like this one. We got a whole war going on, and they're going to find a place to put this Quaker, this European. This is just amazing. And now I understand why God blessed me with just knowing history. Because we know this history because we are of the Confederate history. Press 1. They can't tell me nothing because I paid attention in school to their weak ass history. So I know, like Donald Trump said, through experience, that I was taught some lost cause shit. I know that. Because I'm like, whoa, even in California, it didn't go as deep as the South. Like, y'all got it? Because y'all right. Y'all experienced this like no other, like the double folding. You know, it's hard. But even out here, the wording became Indians and the smallpox, and they disappeared. So we was all getting kind of mind fucked. Now us and the boys down there in Louisiana, in Texas, we all know we are these people, but we caught up in the illusion. All these tattoos and markings. Don't be afraid of these brothers, man. These ain't nothing but war. That war ink. They don't got nothing else to do. This is in our blood. The turned up drill, sound, that war shit. Those are what soldiers do. They scared of that shit. And you should be. You should be. You don't want the God of this universe coming to some goddamn drill music, do you? So he is a musician. Gee. But I'm saying though, follow that. I love talking about these things. You feel me? And so they're trying to turn it into like a computer base where everybody can do it, but ain't nothing like the original, you know. But going back to the lost cause, it's not a slogan. It's something real that's happened, and you living a storyline based on a Confederate's point of view. Now, ultimately, this literacy became the more prevalent in old history through lobbyists, money being raised for these statutes and books to be implemented, and the flushing out of what was not accepted through the UDC. You know? So people, the lost cause is not just rhetoric, it's a real mind state that have, what's that Jim Crow, or, you know, all of these things. This is what it is. This is the making of systematic, the language, the world of racism. It ain't just system, the world of racism, nationalistic, communistic points of view. See, when you finish doing all this, black man and black woman, for this BLM Marxist society that doesn't concern you, you're gonna be easily disposed of like them rappers and get none out of that 3 trillion that they helped raise in this public venture that's ended up turning out to be fraudulent. So all money lost, all money in, all money lost. Press 1. All money lost. Y'all thought y'all bought a whole polling system, didn't y'all? That's not how it worked. Y'all not about to win nothing up in here. And communism is no place for America. Y'all not, listen, that's what ideological subversion is about. It's lost cause. This is the beginning process. That's 1 of the ideological subversion of America through nationalistic ideals or racist ideals and things that the coming together of the Socialist Party and over there. This is the agreement of the Southern whites here and the coming together. They prettying this shit up. I'm telling you as a Negro, that's what this was. It was the coming together of all of them against you. Against you. You're not a thug. You don't have a deaf culture. They taught you that. They turned your music into rock and roll shit. Don't Trippy Red look back. You know, that's not supposed to, that young man not supposed to look like that. You know what I'm saying? They turn God's people into monsters and stuff like that while hiding their monsterism and they spiritually off balance. They need you to be off balance, spiritually upside down. Just to be comfortable, just to hold sin over your head so you can be decompressed and compromised and conflicted, unconfident. As a man, all these things weigh down on people. Turn hip-hop into a death cult. What is hip-hop? Press 1. Who created hip-hop? Press 1. Anybody? Was hip-hop created? Was this world of hip-hop created to be this? A death culture? Somebody tell me. What is this? Who created this for you? You were supposed to take hip-hop and enjoy and be on some harmonious, bringing the world together by the struggle. Who brought this upside down, inverted perception of a beautiful world of music? Who did this one? Press 1. Who created hip hop? Tell me. Was it BZV? Was it Africa Bambaataa? Who created hip hop? You know, y'all people so lost. Who created it? Puffy. Look at this. Look at this. Who is this? My Discord is so good. Look at this. Ludicrous. So you telling me that's normal? Press 1. Ludicrous. Look at this. Look at this one. Oh my goodness, y'all. Oh my goodness. So what? So what? That's because you under a lost cause. Press 1. What is this called? A lost cause. They've been programming you for this. Don't be calling nobody else a racist. If Donald Trump come out like this, what would that make him? If Donald Trump come out like this, what does that make him? press 1. Where's Donald Trump at? Donald Trump, call the show. If you called the show, Donald Trump, if you came out with this outfit, they will give you your money back for the HBCU. They tell you all money ain't good money. They be acting on some KevRow stuff. And you'll be like, sir, you feel me? But y'all let these people convince you that they are the best candidate. This is why I tell Democrats, y'all celebrate for the wrong stuff. I don't know what you voting for. I don't know why y'all laughing. I don't know why y'all Democrats be like, oh, we won. To everybody on earth, okay, that got sense, that's in business, is looking like, how you know we just fucked up? Just look at everybody start dancing. Woo, celebrating all early and shit. That's how you know we about to lose. As soon as they start cheering and putting on them national championship hats, and realize the referee back there, holding number 54, stupid fuck, fucked up the whole plan. Repeat, third down. Ball will be placed on the 54-yard line. We play fourth down. Dumb niggas, bro. What is this? Basis, communists, the lost cause, the UDC, through the literacy program, teaches us the Honorable Kevin Gillespie, grandson of the first, the land, and the everything, as before you, Exhibit A. Black Democrats going on the stand today. Judge Gills, what in the world? What the fuck? So y'all don't see this. Y'all, I got hoes. I told you the process is to dumb you down. So you gonna accept your mindset, which is the mindset of the Confederacy that you under. This is a Ku Klux Klan outfit. Press 1. So why is he wearing the Ku Klux Klan outfit? Press 1. Kanye West got this. I've seen Kanye with this type of stuff. He sells this stuff. Press 1. Remember his album, Fried Chicken and Beer? I told you. Does he do that? No. He's a foreign little 4'9" little wannabe. But he sells CD for foreign corporations that is here to dumb you down and trick your brain to vote for the Confederacy forever and ever. Amen. But we don't want you to be a slave no more. I got a railroad. It's called the Underground Railroad. You want to go? It's freedom. Free. Come on, man. I would free a whole bunch of y'all if y'all knew y'all was slave. KevRow. I'll free a whole bunch of y'all if y'all knew y'all was slave. But y'all playing game. Playing Nintendo in the real world. Shout out to the gamers. KevRow. You're under the Confederacy mindset. Coffee and Kush tea. You on the air.
Hey, Kev, it's Justin from New Jersey. What's up?
Justin from New Jersey. What's happening?
Hey, real quick, I didn't want you to have to go a whole show with nobody calling in, so I figured I'll call in real quick before I go back to work.
Thank you,
what
sir.
I want to... Yeah, man, I was driving to the post office. I was like, man, someone should call in, man, because you're going in. You're spot on. And I know this is an old topic. We already had a show about the Lost Cause,
Yes.
well, like months ago.
Yes.
So, you know, we understand that when we watch the Ideological Subversion video, that
Yes.
one of the steps in the first phase was education.
Yes.
Remember, he was like, teach them, what did he say?
I
Teach
got
them,
it. I'm going to play that next.
Yeah, remember he was like, oh, teach them about vegetation or
Yes.
warfare,
Yes.
or whatever, like nonsense stuff.
Nonsense
Take them
shit.
away from civics and manipulate the education, so you're teaching them basically nothing.
And then,
you know, they're
take
getting
their,
good grades.
and then
and
switch their religion up. Invert it. Turn it upside down. Turn it against them.
yeah, and that was the first step, right? Was religion.
Something like
and,
that.
And then he
yeah.
listed like, yeah. So we understand that the Lost Cause, that was one of the steps in the subverting of our mind.
Yes.
And, you know, on this topic, real quick, the one quote that I thought back to is Dr. Yosef Ben.
Go ahead.
Now, rest in peace to him, but Dr. Ben, you know, he was still, at that time, with the understanding that they had, he was still pushing the Pan-African mindset.
Yes.
You know, that black people came before Columbus, but they were African. Now, we know they weren't African now, 2020, but, you know, shout out to him for his
Shout
work.
out to Ben. Shout out to Ben. What's his name?
Dr. Yosef Ben. Everyone
Dr.
just calls him
Yosef
Dr.
Ben. Yeah, they just call him Dr. Ben, but Dr. Yosef Ben, for the knowledge at the time and given the circumstances of doing your own research, what a researcher he really was. Go ahead, King.
Correct. So he did an interview on TV, and he's talking about, again, black people being here before the slave trade. Now, he's tying it back to Africa, because, like we just said.
Yeah.
But so he's saying this, and the black guy he's talking to, he's like, okay, well, say you're right. What difference does it make?
Yes.
And his answer, I'm gonna give you his answer, because this goes back to why they had the Lost Cause and everything else. So his answer was, this is what he said. He said, it takes the inferiority complex out of the black man who felt that his only beginning and relationship here in this part of the world is that of slavery. It puts him in the driver's seat.
Oh my
and
goodness.
That's phenomenal. So he says it takes the
I just said this. They have to break our complex. I just said this. I didn't even know he said that, man. Excellent find, man.
Yep. It's phenomenal. It takes, and this is a black guy asked him. He's like, well, what difference does it make if we didn't come over if we weren't slaves or we were here before slavery?
Right.
He's like, what difference does it make? It makes a huge difference.
That's right.
Because our kids are born with an inferiority complex.
That's right.
Where they think they have accomplished nothing. Like I used to have an old roommate. He told me, oh, Justin, there's no point in looking into history or doing your genealogy or anything, because, you know, we all came from slave boats. They didn't have any records. You know, we ain't accomplished nothing.
Ooh,
that's that mind.
But it hurts when they say that, man. It lets you know the mindset that you about to speak of. Go ahead, Jersey. Shit, man.
Exactly. And that's that mindset that we have to break. And it's very easy to break once we understand the subversion. It's very easy to break.
That's right.
You know, even if you're still sending your kid to public school, like my sister, her kid's gonna go to public school, but she ain't gonna be teaching him. She ain't gonna be watching no Roots. That's for damn sure. You know.
Right. and I believe that we stronger. I believe that you can graduate, can go to school, and have your parents there to guide you and mold you. And as you come into age, they really lay up on you. When they know, they have to know as well. You just can't put them in school and expect the school to teach you a dual version of history when you're dealing with lost cause propaganda. Go ahead, kid.
Yeah, and honestly, I'll say in my family, nobody ever told me we came from Africa, but nobody ever told me that we didn't. And that's the problem. I guarantee 99% of people, 60 million of us who are classified as African American or black in this country right now, I guarantee, I'd say 99% of us, our grandparents never told us we came from a tribe in Africa, but they never told us we didn't.
Yeah.
So that's the problem. Because we went to these public schools, they told us we did, and because we had nobody who we looked up to counteract what we're being told, we fell for it. And that's the problem.
Yes.
At least what I'm experiencing in my reality.
Yeah.
In terms of my family.
Because it would have been great. It would have been great to know, coming up in these public schools, to know, okay, I got the other side of the coin, but they didn't know. Again, this is one-sided propaganda. They were taught the same thing. It's up to us who do know to become a voice for kids right now, for tomorrow, for different nations who watch this show about who they are. A lot of people know who they are, and they ride for their country back home. I got some Armenian friends. Bro, they on some whole other shit in America talking about what's going on back home. So we need to talk about what's going on here in reality and not just entertainment, because everything ain't funny all the time. Go ahead, Keith.
100%. Everything ain't funny. And this ain't funny to me at all. And we, you know, those when you do Black History Month, they'll tell you about some black person who they'll tie to Africa, and he invented these great, they'll list a couple great inventions that we invented here, but we did so much more than that.
Yes.
So much more. So it's like, we don't even, the majority of us don't even understand how great this civilization was. Once you understand that the pale-skinned European, they just got here. Everything was built when they got here. Then it completely changed your mindset in a sense of, like Dr. Ben said, it removes the inferiority complex. You know, I was talking to my mom about this.
Go ahead, King. Go ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
Yeah, real quick, because I gotta go back. I was talking to my mom about this. I said, hey, I said, hey, Mom, so Solomon Sir Jones, his videos, he shows cities where we're living in all the way up until probably the 1940s and 50s. So we know drugs got pushed in the mid-50s and then onward. So if I look up a lot of these project housing buildings, these things weren't built in the 1930s. No. We weren't living in no project housing building in the 1920s and 1930s. So this just happened, people. Once you realize that these pale-skinned Europeans, they just got here, y'all. We built everything. But when you tell someone who has been indoctrinated the whole life, it's like the brain starts short-circuiting. When you tell someone who grew up in the lost cause, the brain starts short-circuiting because they've been beat over the head their whole life to think that someone else came here and built this whole place, and you came over on the slave ship. Yeah. So that's why.
But in reality, go ahead. Take the rest of this off the air. Thank you, champ. Thank you for calling in.
All right, yeah. Take care, Cat. See you,
man. And removing this, exactly what he was just saying, removing the veil of not your downfalls, but how great a people you really are. There wouldn't be no stop signs out here. These roads wouldn't be paved. All of these Capitol buildings was already here. Horses carried. They got you thinking that Henry S. Ford, another German, gave you a car. Because you don't know who you are, family. That's why. You've been raised under the Confederacy, who don't taught you whatever, that you are a subhuman being. Why do you think they got you focused on 3/4 of a human being? Man, they still got us classified as a 3/4 human being, goddamn, and your brain is just. Why you think? Who got you classified as a damn 3/4 of a human being and treat you as such? Nothing but a Democrat. Nothing but a good old Southern boy Democrat who's confused you into being a Confederate. What's another one that's out there? A thug. Press 1. A believer in dark spiritual practices. Dark matter. Your education is Africa, and they beat that in you with Oprah and this one here in Roots, which came from probably a Russian or a German who felt some type of way about you and had to come up with a concept of, if you were from Africa, how would this had went? And you are believing a fairy tale that a book was written as a hypothetical. And this is the problem with Afro-Americans, is the fact that you would rather believe and protect a lie of slick, because lies got gold teeth. You don't deserve salvation, because you don't even want to get up and free yourself from the dumb Democrat baby DTS syndrome that you can diagnose yourself right here today. If you are suffering from DTS, please come on forward. I'll give you a hug and welcome you to KevRow University. God say be as bold as a lion. You know, Illuminati, man. You better stop talking like this. You better stop talking about we free. Man, you know, the people don't like us talking about we free. My president out here wilding, B. Just talking about. I don't know about this one, man. I don't know, man. You don't never know. You never know. Look, this is what you didn't know. You was too busy bobbing your head to the beat and not listening to the words of a Confederate. Just off the blueprint alone, being a Democrat, you're not married, your kids is everywhere, they're bad as hell, ain't no fathers in their life. This is a Democrat. They don't care. The next one, if they do get pregnant, they go right up there to the Planned Parenthood, drop them off for parenting classes, of course. And then you just become a dependent on the state. That's right what the communist is. You might well get you a ration box. I refuse. My dignity is on a damn line with a damn ration box. The motherfucking communist government won't do goddamn ration boxes bad than the damn Democrats. Socialists. Don't worry, you little birdies. You can eat it from my hands. Democrats be at the park feeding them damn bird. Picking up dog poop with their hand in a plastic bag. This shit's still warm. KevRow. C.R. Patterson and son from Ohio, first Afro-American to build cars. Come on to the DTS recovery platform. And let me tell you something. We're going to get court approved too. You're going to have to come over here and stand up in front of everybody and say, you was a Democrat and what your tendencies were. Because we here for teaching the youth. 12-1. You're going to have to stand up just like King Kush did, just like I am a Democrat. I need to know how. I'm only talking to black Democrats right now and brown, Latino Democrats. But listen, I need to know how to think as a conservative now. You feel me? I realize that I have nothing going for me. You gonna tell the truth over here. Nothing. I scrabble my name on job applications. I be fooling around, telling my girl I went to look for work. When I come back, I got on Nike Huarache, brand new in the box. No, I have to stand right there. I'm a Democrat. I was under a lost cause perception. I thought I was supposed to be dependent. It's okay. I've been there. I thought I was supposed to be dependent on the state because they owe us reparation. If you got that type of shit on your brain, Coffee and Kush TV is here to help you transfer of power. You feel me? During this transfer of power. If you think that $200, $300 collectively is what you thought your reparation was, come on forward. Don't be shy. Hold your hand up like this one. I'm going to call you a forward. You're going to stand before the class and say, my dumb ass thought my real rent was supposed to be $17 while everybody else on earth working. $500, $3,000 mortgage, all type of real things. You thought that you could really run through this life. Come on down. You feel me? Don't be ashamed. Everybody being blocked before, everybody being a Democrat. All black people have been there. Trust me. We got a lot of counselors in the chat room. Press 1 if there's a Democrat counselor here to help my patients, these new people come in and be part of the university. Press 1. I want the new students
to look at this chat room right here. Just look at their names and say, damn, them motherfuckers organized. They wasn't organized before. Each one of these people was just like you, a Democrat wishing I let up, but I believed in. To think about where we come from. So yeah, I think every black male in their home should make their family realize they know. Okay?
That's right.
They know.
Right.
And by using your voice as a weapon, by saying, no, it's not what you think, it's what I know. Because we live this.
Go. That's it, brother. Hey, I just put a video on my YouTube the other day, being 40 years in the wilderness, you know what I'm saying? And just now, I turned 40 December 3rd.
Oh,
so,
wow.
Hey, bro, trust me, I'm right here with you. 1980s. On the nose.
On the nose. You're right, yes, sir.
I'm right there, bro, with you. You know what I'm saying? And the main thing about it, man, it's like I said on my video, me and my brothers, we always used to talk about getting past 21. You know what I'm saying? That was the stage.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We used to say, hey, we're gonna be OGs around 21. Once we make it, because we never thought we would live to see this, man. You understand me? And I always thought that I would be murdered because the stuff that I was doing when I was in the street, man, you know how many shootouts I've been in and been shot at, and police kicking in my mama door, and all types of foolish shit, man.
Yeah.
And just to see this now, man, it's a blessing, brother. It's a blessing.
And then look at us talking about the Confederacy. I wouldn't have known.
There you go.
When I went to Horseman Middle School and Taft High School. Man. I didn't know none of this because I didn't know they was teaching me this stuff, but I had to live it. I wouldn't have known. We
as a part of activity.
Baby, look up with a little tear in their eye. Every time it's time to get to you, a little shaking ass dog up in a pound need to be neutered or some shit. Every time it's time to get to you, Saddam Hussein. Every time it's time to get to you, Bin Laden, Chief Key, Tekashi 69, this one and that one. Every time it's time to get to you. And y'all gonna get up here and raise $3 trillion and give it to the Confederates, the lost cause. Oh, fuck around and give it to the lost cause. So, thanks to my good friend Justin from Jersey, of course. He's submitted the video, the insurrection of the ideological subversion. I call my page today the Ideological Subversion of America, but this is a Soviet defector from the Soviet Union, which y'all know as Russia, okay? But these are the fathers of Marxism, in which Black Lives Matter and Antifa and those little community things intermingling and all in that stuff. It's all coming from a communist Marxist state of mind, and this person here is from a communist nation, so he is very, very special. You should be listening to him more than you listen to Joe Biden, for sure, when it comes to Marxism and Black Lives Matter or communism and the effects and what they do to disrupt a nation or a people. Like in our situation, this Soviet-style communistic idea of black unity comes from Russia. Even your black fist that you could right there, like this one, it was programming the Black Panthers and stuff to be communistically right there. That's why they had, never mind, we'll talk about it. Coffee and tea. We'll talk about it.
Subversion is the term, if you look in a dictionary or criminal code to that matter, usually is explained as a part of activity to destroy things like religion, government system, political, economical system of a.
So subversion is what? Used to do what? Listen, take the notes out. Subversion is to do what? I need my scholars on Discord to be talking today.
It's all good. The show good, yep. But we need to be focused on ideologically subverted ideals and how they go about what needs to be subverted and why it must be done. And he's giving you these answers right now.
Subversion is the term, if you look in a dictionary or criminal code to that matter, usually is explained as a part of activity to destroy things like religion, government system, political, economical system of a country. And usually it's linked to espionage and such romantic things as blowing up bridges, sidetracking trains, cloak and dagger activity in Hollywood style. What I'm going to talk about now has absolutely nothing to do with the cliche of espionage or KGB activity of collecting information.
What do you say? Hollywood style. Do you listen to that?
So the greatest mistake or misconception, I think, is that whenever we are talking about KGB, for some strange reason, starting from Hollywood movie makers to professors of political science and quote-unquote experts on Soviet affairs, or Kremlinologists as they call themselves, they think that the most desirable thing for Andropov and the whole KGB is to steal blueprints of some supersonic jet, bring it back to Soviet Union and sell it to the Soviet military-industrial complex. It's only partly true. If we take the whole time, money, and manpower that the Soviet Union and KGB in particular spends outside of USSR border, we will discover, of course there are no official statistics unlike with CIA or FBI, that the espionage as such occupies only 10 to 15% of money, time, and manpower. 15% of the activity of KGB. The rest, 85%, is always subversion. And unlike a dictionary of English, Oxford Dictionary, subversion in Soviet terminology means always a destructive, aggressive activity aimed to destroy the country, nation, or geographical area of your enemy.
That's right.
So
right here. Let's go back a few seconds. Wow.
Of the activity of KGB. The rest, 85%, is always subversion.
Subversion.
And unlike a dictionary of English, Oxford Dictionary, subversion in Soviet terminology means always a destructive, aggressive activity aimed to destroy the country, nation, or geographical area of your enemy. So there's no romantics in there, absolutely. No blowing up bridges, no microfilms in Coca-Cola cans, nothing of that sort. No James Bond nonsense. It's most of this activity is overt, legitimate, and easily observable if you give yourself time and trouble to observe it.
That's right.
But according to the law and law enforcement systems of the Western civilization, it's not a crime. Exactly because of misconception, manipulation of terms. We think that subverter is a person who is going to blow up our beautiful bridges.
That's right.
No. Subverter is a student who comes for exchange, a diplomat, an actor, an artist, a journalist like myself was 10 years ago.
Press 1. Told you. Now who you listening to? Press 1. Now who you listening to? I got your attention? See why you distracted? You are being subverted. That's why. Now ask me why that person dying over there and this one is right here and this one right here.
Most of this activity is overt, legitimate.
Oh, this is going to be good. Wait this.
And easily observable if you give yourself time and trouble to observe it. But according to the law and law enforcement systems of the Western civilization, it's not a crime. Exactly because of misconception, manipulation of terms. We think that subverter is a person who is going to blow up our beautiful bridges. No, subverter is a student who comes for exchange, a diplomat, an actor, an artist, a journalist like myself was 10 years ago. Now, subversion is an activity which is a two-way traffic. You can...
Actors, artists, are you getting it now? Remember I told you? Why do you think all of these actors and artists and industry people are in big trouble? Told you. Implies ain't nothing but a subverter trying to fool you. That's all he is. He barely fooling himself. He know what's in store. I can feel it in his heartbeat. The way he can't even look at the camera and be serious. Why they got to be different characters and actors working for different nations, and trying to convince you you're not American because they are not, and coming in under the guise of black and having dual citizenship, being somewhere else, and they're really Ugandan or something, coming here to scam or all this other stuff. Y'all be wondering where these people come from and why they be trying to convince you and confuse you of everything under the sun. But let's listen to the subverter from XKG KBG member. He is a trained subverter.
Cannot subvert an enemy which doesn't want to be subverted. If you know history of Japan, for example, before 20th century, Japan was a closed society. The moment a foreign boat comes to the shores of Japan, the Imperial Japanese Army politely tell them to get lost. And if American salesman comes to the shore of Japan, let's say 60 or 70 years from now back, and says, oh, I have a very beautiful vacuum cleaner for you, with the good financing, he says, please leave us, we don't need your vacuum cleaner. If they don't leave, they shoot them to preserve their culture, ideology, traditions, values intact. You were not able to subvert Japan. You cannot subvert Soviet Union because the borders are closed. The media is censored by the government. The population is controlled by the KGB and internal police. With all the beautiful glossy pictures of Time magazine and Magazine America, which is published by the American Embassy in Moscow, you cannot subvert Soviet citizens because the magazine never reaches Soviet citizens. It's collected from the newsstands and thrown to garbage can. Subversion can be only successful when the initiator, the actor, the agent of subversion has a responsive target. It's a two-way traffic.
Like black folk.
United States is a receptive target of subversion. There is no response similar to that one from United States to the Soviet Union. It stops halfway somewhere. It never reaches here. The theory of subversion goes all the way back 2,500 years ago. The first human being who formulated the tactics of subversion was a Chinese philosopher by the name of Sun Tzu. to 2500 years BC. He was an advisor for several imperial courts in ancient China. And he said, after long meditation, that to implement state policy in a warlike manner, it's the most counterproductive, barbaric, and inefficient to fight on a battlefield. You know that war is continuation of state policy, right? So if you want successfully to implement your state policy and you start fighting, this is the most idiotic way to do it. The highest art of warfare is not to fight at all, but to subvert anything of value in the country of your enemy, until such time that the perception of reality of your enemy is screwed up to such an extent that he does not perceive you as an enemy, and that your system, your civilization, and your...
I told you. Remember when China was like, oh, Chinese people, y'all need to protect yourself. I know the world sees us as like very weak people. No, we don't. So y'all gotta understand. No, you don't. But you also gotta understand this art of war. This is from a Chinese person who's telling you how to subvert nations and turn that nation into a communist state, or the communist state of China without them knowing. And you got to keep your eyes open for that.
For ambitions. Look to your enemy as an alternative. If not desirable, then at least feasible. Better red than dead. That's the ultimate purpose, the final stage of subversion, after which you can simply take your enemy without a single shot being fired.
That's what they tried to do right now. Press 1. They tried to take the whole nation. I told you they tried to coup the whole country. Who? China. How? Pay these people off to do all this subversion, all this stuff that y'all not even aware of what's going on. Y'all not even aware. From all of these apps, all of this spy, all of this stuff, y'all don't gave all of these people all y'all info.
If the subversion is successful. This is basically what subversion is. As you see, not a single mentioning of blowing up bridges. Of course, Sun Tzu didn't know about blowing up bridges. Maybe there were not that many bridges at that time. But the basics of subversion is being taught to every student of KGB school in USSR and to officers of military academies. I'm not sure if the same author is included in the list of reading for American officers, to say nothing about ordinary students of political science. I had difficulty to find the translation of Sun Tzu in the library of a university in Toronto and later on here in Los Angeles. But it's a book which is not available. It is forced to every student in USSR. Every student who is taught to be dealing further in his future career with...
You understand? They are taught to be subverters at an early age.
Foreigners. What subversion is? Basically, it consists of 4 periods, time-wise. If we start from here and go this way, time.
Okay,
right?
so pull those pencils out. There are 4 periods in timeline. Like, now who tell y'all to study the timeline? They ain't gonna be able to fool you. There are 4 periods. You wanna know how this shit is going down? Press 1. There are 4 periods of timeline that as a machine, it will be all put into use once it's all complete. 4 periods of timeline. So pay attention.
The beginning point. The first stage of subversion is the process which is called basically demoralization. It says for itself what it is.
What is it? Demoralization. What you live in your democratic territories from these political punks is demoralization. You want to see why you saw King Von body right there? You are being desensitized and demoralized and savagery. I told you. See, it's the KBG. See, but I'm the natural KBG. Press 1. I'm the natural KBG, for real, in real life. This is an organization that was created to come up with this as a collection, as what to fight for. But I'm a natural one that will told you this shit already. So listen.
It takes from, say, 15 to 20 years to demoralize a society. Why 15 or 20 years?
How long? All right then.
This is the time sufficient to educate one generation of students or children. One generation. One lifetime span.
One! I told you. All this other shit they talking about on this internet ain't even important. I just need one in the generation to accept this. You just need one. And our people did that. Put it. Go ahead. My good friend here.
Person, a human being, which is dedicated to study, to shaping up the outlook, ideology.
I told you. Now, who controlled your ideological perception? The UDC, correct? And we're going to court about this. See, this is why I'm different from the rest of these people. I'm giving you real stuff. Real stuff. Now, who did that? Jeez, man. Y'all not studying.
Sufficient to educate one generation.
Who educated you? The UDC. The daughters, and where they put it at? Right there where you were studying. Right there in them textbooks. You're not graduating for sure. All that shit wrong anyway. Lord have mercy.
Of students or children. One generation. One lifetime span of a person, a human being.
That's right.
Which is dedicated to study, to shaping up the outlook, ideology, personality. No more, no less. Usually it takes from 15 to 20 years. What it includes? It includes influencing or by various methods, infiltration, propaganda methods,
music, movies, select groups that you want to start that grow all of a sudden with great communist money and grow and be like, hey, we're fucking Black Lives Matter.
Direct contacts, doesn't really matter. I will describe them later. Of various areas where public opinion is formulated or shaped.
Like social media, like Cardi B, go ahead.
Religion.
Educational
system.
That's right. Your religion is subverted. There is no God. There is no, whatever your religion is. No, You come from outer space. You come from here.
Social life. Administration. Law enforcement.
All of it. You nothing. You want to know why the police pull up on you like that? Because you were ideologically subverted by Russian agents that's in the police field. How about they got an agent, Russian, mob-style ideology, and they found ways that when you running with your hand in your waistband, they're going to shoot you, even though you ain't got no belt on, and that's why you holding your pants. They don't care about none of that. They don't systematically made a way for you to get up out of here and get out the way in life as a Democrat.
System, military, of course, and labor and employer relations.
That's right.
Economy. Okay? 5 areas. I will not write them down because we will not have enough space. Sometimes when I describe all the methods, students ask me question, are you sure this is the result of the Soviet influence? Not necessarily. You see, the tactic of subversion, about which I'm talking, is similar to the martial art, the Japanese martial art. If some of you are familiar with that tactic, probably you will remember that if an enemy is bigger and heavier than yourself, it would be very painful to resist his direct strike. If a heavier person wants to strike me in the face, it would be very naive and counterproductive to stop his blow. The Chinese and Japanese judo art tells us what to do. First to avoid the strike, then to grab the fist and continue his movement.
That's right.
In the direction where it was before, right? Until the enemy crashes in the wall. You see? So, what happens here? The target country obviously does something wrong. If it's a free democratic society, there are many different movements within the society. There are obviously, in every society, there are people who are against this society. They may be simple criminals, ideologically in disagreement with the state policy, conscientious enemies, simply psychotic personalities who are against anything, right? And finally, there are a small group of agents of a foreign nation.
Come on.
Bought, subverted,
That's right.
recruited, right?
Marxist.
The moment all these movements will be directed in one direction, right? This is the time to catch that movement and to continue it.
That's right.
Until the movement forces the whole society into collapse, into crisis, right? So that's exactly the martial
What do you think
art
they're trying
tactic.
to do with these masks?
We don't stop
Collapse
an
your
enemy.
society.
We let him go. We help him to go in the direction we want them to go. Okay?
You see that? You don't see that?
So, on the stage of demoralization, obviously there are tendencies in each society, in each country, which are going to opposite direction from the basic moral values and principles. To take advantage of these movements, to capitalize on them, is the main purpose of the originator of subversion. So we have religion, we have education, we have social life, we have power structure, we have labor relations, unions, and finally we have law and order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? These are the areas of application of subversion. What it means exactly? In case of religion, destroy it, ridicule it, replace it with various sects, cults.
That's right. Oh, America ain't did nothing for us. We ain't never did nothing. Now listen, you're being subverted. Oh, man, burn that flag, man. No, man, Vietnam again. This is gonna put us back in slavery. Burn the flag and burn the president. That's right, what China wants you to do. Y'all just like to talk. Y'all don't know power. Y'all don't know that shit. Y'all don't let foreign governments get you to overturn the voting systems and stuff like that. That's why y'all caught. This is much bigger than a Democrat or a Republican. This is the subversion caught red-handed in America. So you can think that you graduate in high school this year. It's a COVID. COVID is a Chinese, what? To do what? To destabilize America. Now y'all believe it. Now y'all, every day, you can't even open a business no more. You can't do nothing. Because they're trying to destroy you as a nation. You go right there. They got you and they just is jewelry. And y'all thinking these people are just nice. But the automotive places at work, the places they work, and in Chinatown, they open like a motherfucker. Yeah, the automotive place. Oh yeah, they open. Burger King, all they stuff open. Not Burger King, but Jun Tao spot over there is open where they drink that soup. They've been doing this to y'all wearing these masks, getting y'all ready. I know y'all been thinking, why did Chinese folk coming over here wearing these masks? What they doing? Conditioning you. They've been doing that for the last 15, 20 years. Conditioning.
So you're under the power of foreign agents who want you to put a mask on to supplement slavery when they just freed you. Barack Obama, all these people want you enslaved. All these Democrats want you enslaved because they caught red-handed. Gavin Newsom got how much from China to get them masks? He done sold out a whole state for COVID-19 to shut down America. And Fauci and all these people try to capitalize and sterilize black and brown people. These are some murderous people. These are communists. These people cannot even be human beings to be thinking at this level. Mark Zuckerberg and them stopping freedom of speech. I don't care that the Democrats is against me. The objective of the two-party is to be opposed to one another, so we have and be forced to come to an agreement some way, somehow, and we make it work here in America. But to be subverted and used, but like I told y'all when I first started this, okay, us and white folk got something to figure out. All right, America, this American white folk, American black folk. But that's our problem we got to work out. The rest of y'all, stop putting y'all hands and ideas into the problem. That's the problem, is that real Americans are letting outsiders get in the way of what we got going. There are black folk who love white folk and white folk who love black folk. This whole thing, as of right now, ain't got shit to do with racism. It got shit to do with niggas getting off their behind and being consistent in life. Y'all problem is not Trump or this whole, your problem is getting up, being legally inclined and right in your mind to take care of the family first, not your gangbanging ass homies, not this one and not that one. Because to me, that's some Greek sorority shit when ain't nothing but men hanging out. I don't want to hang out with men anyway. I'm not putting men over my girl, my kids. Hell no. Cool. And if people want to accept that lifestyle, that's for them. But don't tell me how to be as much of a godly man as I want to be. As close as I want to get to God. Don't be trying to hold me back from saying what I say and doing what I do. That's what I do. And if you feel some type of way, that means you need to stand up and change your damn life. That means you're a Democrat and you got DTS. That's all that means. That doesn't mean I'm a hater. That don't mean I'm a snitching on you right now. That don't mean none of that. Because if I want to tell on you, I tell God right now what you're doing with your dumb ass. God know what you're doing anyway. Jesus know what you're doing. Everybody know what you're doing. About to do something wrong. About to do something wrong for somebody else. That's what you up to no good. You ever know that saying? You ever been told that? Look at what you doing. Look at you, up to no good. It just got a feeling you about to do something. You've been watching your dumb ass. You up to no good. And they trying to stop you. That don't mean they're a hater because they don't want you to break in the house and steal their Nintendo. That means they trying to stop you because you up to no good. Your ass up to no good. Your ass is a subverter, an ideological commie subverter, trying to pretend, but you're really an actor. But you really an actor trying to subvert. Some of y'all got friends that subvert your relationships and all this other shit. I hope COVID straightened that out for y'all. You got a lot of subverters in your life. People with alternate opportunity waiting for this shit to go down so they can make an advance or break this household up or remove the... But I don't know what it is in 2020 why all these women liberal groups hate men. And if they hate men, you know they hate swagged out ass niggas. Press one, they be trying to remove us out the family and shit for a long time. They be feeling like... Yes, the Nintendo. They be feeling like they succeeded when the black man is out the house. Yay! Let's celebrate, girl. Yeah, let's destroy it. Just destroyed another household. These evil son of a bitches. Press 1. Ain't nothing but a bunch of evil pack rats. Press 1. Look at yourself and say, I'm an evil pack rat. I know you're looking at me right now with your looking asses, and your ass is ashamed. You should be. How many homes have you breaking up for the Confederacy? You shameless piglet, you. How many, if you lost your family due to a fucking piglet, a warthog, a piglet, a Winnie the Pooh, a goddamn Kermit the Frog ass nigga, a goddamn, what's Kermit? Miss Piggy ass friends. Everybody don't been through this. Because they run their mouth, they all up in people's business, suggesting shit that ain't even true. Hyped up ass shit. KevRow, I should know. On the Victory Show on Sundays, we're gonna talk all about it. Press 1, but they looking at. Boy, they be looking. They be caught up in they shit, family. Coffee and Kush TV. I love going on my little tangents. The Victory Show is gonna be awesome. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all. But let's get back to Yori.
Which bring people's attention, faith, whether it is naive, primitive, doesn't really matter. As long as the basically accepted religious dogma is being slowly eroded.
That's right.
And taken away from the supreme purpose of religion, to keep people in touch with the supreme being. That serves the purpose.
That serves the purpose. So, can we say in this classroom that we at least hit part 1 of the subversion? Kev Gill is proving the ideological subversion right now. Did we already go through phase 1 of this ideological subversion? Press 1 for yes, press 2 for no, press D for you don't know. Because you know, if you don't know, you don't belong here. You belong in Bungalow 54 or Nick Cannon's classroom with some type of shit on your head called a dunce hat. That's why ain't nobody over there but one person over there in Bungalow 54. Press 1. It's because ain't nobody over there. Press 1. Ain't got one student talking about retarded shit. Forever and ever. Amen. There's nothing. No conclusion and nothing. Hey, what you got on? Big U and Whack 100. Hey, guys. Looking like you been bullied, dog, and you better just nod your head. This is a blood and the crip talking here. Better just nod your head and say, yes, OG. No, OG. Press 1. Them niggas are scared of Debo, boy. Look at them niggas from the penitentiary and they eye, nigga. Lord have mercy. They called him Hammerhead. Jesus Christ. Lord have mercy. So we already, as you can see, the chat room believes we already suffered the first part, which is your faith and your spiritual practice have been subvertically turned into some demonic worship shit. So we can at least, and that go for white folk, Asian folk, Black American, white American, all of us together. They went from salsa music, now the Mexican want to be a drill rapper. They'll pull up in your shit, all up in the bricks, I'm like, the Mexican culture is falling apart. We have to get back to what we do. That's why I respect the Mexicans who don't allow them to go into different cultures. Take that shit out, take the braids out your head. And they got dance to this one. This is called Punta. Coffee and Kush TV. So yes, we are taking care of the first one. We have been subverted religiously and all that. That's no joke. We there. All right, let's go to number 2.
Therefore, replace accepted, respected religious organizations with fake organizations.
With what? What's the word? With fake one. And then use the fake ones as say, look at them. They don't know what they're doing. Press 1. Look at TDJ. They're not real. Look at that one. Because they're using what? Actors, wolves, and sheep Oh, then, do you see? I'm like Morpheus around here. Can you see, my son? Awake from this dream world that your ass is in. Hit this. Hit this. Damn. That boy Kev cold.
Distract people's attention from the real faith and attract them to various different faiths. Education. Distract them from learning something which is constructive, pragmatic, efficient.
Efficient?
Instead of mathematics, physics, foreign languages, chemistry,
What you
teach them history of urban warfare.
Talk to them about the pharaohs of Egypt.
Natural food.
What is it? Natural? What is it? Natural food. Oh, you're a vegan now. Oh, now you're vegan, yeah. Like, okay, you're a vegan. Go fucking take a fucking peach off the tree and eat it. The fuck is you trying to get me to eat so many kiwis for? I can eat a kiwi, but I'm saying, don't make my Oreos bad. This is because you've been ideologically subverted. Press 1. Damn, we good. We on fire today, y'all. We on fire today, family. Feminists, put it in the chat room. Put the app. Y'all can see it. Come on, my children, arise. Y'all can see it. That's what I love, taking people who ain't never graduated. Shit, they gonna graduate KevRow University. They got all y'all gonna get number 54 certificates. I'm giving out 54 certificates. KevRow University. Go. We gotta think of a school name. The road, nigga. Fuck the road. We been subverted. See, this means we waking up. You can't put your hands together, American, and wake up and think a pineal gland gonna open up on your head if you don't open up your brain before all that happened and understand, you little Negro, that you didn't come from planet Nibiru, you didn't come from planet Risk, you're not a melanated nothing until you realize you've been ideologically subverted. KevRow, you ain't none of that. You ain't no alien, don't talk about Egypt, you're not no pharaoh, Satanism, until you understand all this was put on you. All of it. And it's a big delusion.
Home economy, pragmatic, efficient. Instead of mathematics, physics, foreign languages, chemistry, teach them history of urban warfare, natural food, home economy, your sexuality.
I told you. You've been subverted, America. Your sexuality. Teach them things that it's not tangible. That what are we fighting about this for? But you do. And I know people who got 2 wives, 3 wives. So what? They got shit to do with me. He ain't got 10 Xbox games when all them wives start beating him over his head. Wow, talking about why he was with the 5th one. Who was she? Why he's still cheating with the 5th? Who is this one? They all beating him up. They ain't telling that side of the story.
Anything, as long as it takes you away. Okay? Social life. Replace traditionally established institutions and organizations with fake organizations. Take away the initiative from people. Take away the responsibility from naturally established links between individuals.
See? Take away the initiative from the person. The reason behind the why a person fights for freedom or do any of that by ideologically breaking them down and having generations believe less and less about themselves, about their faith, about spirituality, where they come from. All of that is demoralization. This is a part of this demoralization process.
Group of individuals and society at large, and replace them with artificially, bureaucratically controlled bodies. Instead of social life and friendship between neighbors, establish social workers institutions.
Yeah.
People who are on payroll of whom? Society? No. Bureaucracy. The main concern of social workers is not your family, not you, not social relations between groups of people. The main concern is to get the paycheck from the government.
That's right.
What will be the result of their social work doesn't really matter.
That's right.
They can develop all kind of concepts. to show to the government and to the people that they're useful. Okay, away from the natural links, power structure. Okay, the natural bodies of administration, which are traditionally either elected by people at large or appointed by elected leaders of society, are being actively substituted by artificial bodies. The bodies of people, groups of people whom nobody elected, never. As a matter of fact, most of the people don't like them at all, and yet they exist.
Why do you think, because the voter fraud? Why do you think they got these ballot boxes? Why do you think the Democrats have been winning all the time, the same districts? Nobody elects these people. None of them.
One of such group is media. Who elected them?
Nobody.